Each. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Mic Check Podcast. This is T Word, the People's Champ. Thanks for tapping in. Today, we're talking about the NFL, and the season officially fully kicks off today. But before we get into the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We appreciate your feedback. All right, y'all. So the NFL season actually kicked off on Thursday night with the Chiefs losing to the Detroit Lions in what many consider an upset. But in all honesty, the Chiefs typically start slow. Under Patrick Mahomes, they seem to be a little rocky at the very beginning because so much of what they do is based on timing, and often your defense isn't always at its best to start the season. The Lions, on the other hand, are an up-and-coming team who have a great coaching staff that's been put together over the last couple of years, and they've been really building a good roster. So I'm not really surprised they won. In fact, low-key, I was kind of figuring they might go ahead and take that game. Anyway, the rest of the season kicks off today with the exception of Monday Night Football on tomorrow. But we're going to get into a little bit of what to expect today. And this won't be a long video. We're just going to hit some high point games, some division and important, pivotal type games that might play a part later in the season. But we're not going to cover this whole thing. First off, you've got the Bengals and the Browns kicking off at noon. And this is a division game. So this can really set the stage for what a team is going to do for the rest of the season. Also, you're going to see the Panthers and Falcons play. This is going to be the debut of Bijan Robinson at running back for the Falcons and Bryce Young at quarterback for the Panthers. So let's see how the young man does, or the young men do, in their debut with their new teams. They have basically become rivals. Additionally, you've got the Colts and Jaguars. You've got Trevor Lawrence coming back. What's he going to do? He's firmly cemented as a starter for the foreseeable future, barring injury. So let's see what he does. And I believe Anthony Richardson's getting the start for the Colts. So this is another young quarterback that's going to be kicking off the week. A lot of first-year guys are going to be getting some snaps, or guys in new locations. Derek Carr, Aaron Rodgers, etc. So we're going to see how this plays out. 49ers are going to be playing the Steelers. This is one of those old school. These are two of the biggest fan bases in the NFL, so I think that it's notable just based on that. Obviously, I'm going to mention that the New Orleans Saints are also going to be kicking off at noon, hosting the Tennessee Titans in the Superdome with their new quarterback, Derek Carr. This is a guy, really, truly first look. He played a little bit in preseason, but now we get to see him in the full game. The Eagles Super Bowl runner-ups are going to be heading to New England to face the Patriots, and this is going to be interesting how Hoodie kind of begins the next era. They're going to be honoring Tom Brady today. So I'm curious to see if maybe this moment is kind of a true passing of the torch to say, okay, we have to truly let go. Tom is completely gone. He's out of the league. Let's go ahead and really move forward and not try to live off his legacy. So we'll see how that plays out. Another divisional game. You've got the Rams headed to Seattle to see the Seahawks. Let's see what Geno Smith does. He's got a nice little contract. He has some good play. Let's see if he's the real deal. Bears and Packers are going to be playing as well. This is going to be today in the afternoon slot. Then tonight, big divisional game. Cowboys headed to New York to face the Giants. These are two teams who should really be competitive with each other. So it'll be an interesting play on the field. Looking for what Micah Parsons is going to do. What's Dak going to do? What are the Giants going to do this season? Because they kind of hanging in there with Daniel Jones, and I'm just not a fan. So gonna be really watching to see. All right, Monday night, Bills headed to New York to face Aaron Rodgers and the Jets. This is an excellent Monday Night Football kickoff game. You've got one of the better, I guess you could still say he's a young quarterback, in Josh Allen, and he's gonna head up there and try to beat Aaron Rodgers in his first real game with this new team. And I'm just going to go ahead and cover this and wrap up the video here. I don't know if you all got to see Hard Knocks, but there's also a series that the Jets have been putting out for several years that looks just like Hard Knocks, called One Jets Drive. So it's a YouTube series they've been doing for like 6, 7, maybe even 8 years, but they have a very similar feel, except there's more behind the scenes stuff. So I got to see some of the players outside of Aaron Rodgers, because if you watch Hard Knocks, it was very Aaron Rodgers centric, and I just wasn't too interested in his personality because he's kind of a snarky, funny dude, and that's not really my style of comedy. But anyway, you got to see what the Jets, they're putting a lot of belief and trust in this guy as some type of savior. And I hope that they believe in the rest of the roster, because they've got a great receiver. They've got a great cornerback. Their defense is tough. This is probably going to be the best defense Aaron Rodgers has ever had, besides the one that he won the Super Bowl with that got hot at the end of the season. But just a solid defense that's going to consistently get 3 and outs and really get him additional opportunities via turnover. He's never really had this. And now he's even more savvy than he was back then, even if some of the physical abilities might be diminishing because he is getting older. I mean, the dude's gray beard now. But I'm really curious how this is going to play out. Now, the Bills have a tough defense too, and they got a quarterback that'll go toe-to-toe with your ass. So this isn't going to be an easy win. This is going to be a battle, and I think it's a great way to open the season on Monday night because it's a rivalry game, it's a divisional game, and it's two teams that are likely to be competing for seeding in the AFC, specifically the AFC East. These are going to be probably on paper your two front runners, so great way to kick it off. I'm going to wrap it there. What are you guys' thoughts on this upcoming NFL season? What do you think about the games today? Any particular thing you want to watch? Go ahead and drop it down in the comments. This has been T for the Mic Check Podcast. Until the next time, I'm out. Peace.